Bready looked down at his shirt. Tomato sauce was everywhere. A glass was on the floor, his phone was ringing, and Emma was staring at him from across the table. Bready wanted to disappear. This was his first date in a long time, and everything was going wrong. He had tried so hard to make the evening perfect, but 2 hours earlier, he was smiling at himself in the mirror and thinking this might be the best night of his week. He had even planned 3 conversation topics. That afternoon, Bready stood in front of the mirror at home. He was nervous, but excited. Tonight, he was meeting Emma for the first time. They had been talking for a week, and he really liked her. He checked his shirt, fixed his hair, and practiced a smile. Okay, he told himself, just be normal. Then he looked at the mirror again, maybe a little more normal. He laughed at himself, but his hands were still a little shaky. He changed shirts once, then changed back. Bready had bought 1 small flower for Emma. It was simple, but he hoped she would like it. He picked up the flower, his phone, and his bag. Before leaving, he checked his pocket 3 times to make sure he had his wallet. After what happened last week, he was not taking any chances. He also checked the restaurant address twice. Then he took a deep breath, opened the door, and said, "You can do this. It is only dinner." He almost forgot the flower on the table. Bready arrived at the restaurant 20 minutes early. He did not want to be late, so he had left home much too soon. The restaurant was warm and quiet. Soft music played in the background. He sat near the window and looked at the menu. Then he looked at his phone. Then the door. Then his phone again. Finally, a message appeared from Emma. "I'm almost there." Bready's heart started beating faster. Suddenly, every sentence he had planned disappeared from his mind. A few minutes later, Emma walked into the restaurant. Bready stood up so quickly that his chair made a loud sound. "Hi, Emma," he asked. She smiled. "Hi, Bready." He gave her the flower. Emma looked surprised, then happy. "That's really sweet," she said. Bready smiled. His shoulders relaxed a little. Emma put the flower beside her plate and sat down. For the first time that evening, Bready thought, maybe this is actually going to be okay. He quietly told himself not to panic. Bready pulled out Emma's chair for her. He wanted to be polite. Unfortunately, the chair touched the table. The table moved, and a glass of water fell over. Water ran across the table and almost reached Emma's bag. Bready froze. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," he said. Emma quickly picked up some napkins. "It's okay," she said. Really, Bready helped clean the table. Then he sat down very slowly, as if the chair might cause another accident. Emma smiled, which helped him breathe again. For a few seconds, neither of them said anything. Bready could hear the music in the restaurant. He could also hear his own nervous breathing. Emma smiled and asked, "So, how was your day?" It was an easy question, but Bready's mind went completely blank. "My day," he repeated. "Yes, I had one." Emma looked at him, then laughed. Bready's face felt warm. Then he laughed too. At least she thought it was funny. The little laugh made the silence less uncomfortable. The waiter came to take their order. Emma chose a salad with chicken. Bready looked at the menu, but the words seemed to move around. He wanted something easy to eat. Somehow, he ordered spaghetti with tomato sauce. After the waiter left, Bready stared at the table. Why did I order spaghetti? He thought. It was probably the most dangerous food he could have chosen. Emma asked if he liked Italian food. Usually, Bready said. Tonight, I am not sure. While they waited for the food, they talked about work, music, travel, and weekends. Emma loved hiking. Bready said he liked walking too. That was almost true. He liked walking when the road was flat and there was a cafe nearby. Emma laughed. Then she told him about getting lost on a mountain once. Bready told her about missing a bus and walking home in the rain. Soon, he forgot to be nervous. The conversation felt easy, and he began to enjoy himself. Then the food arrived. Bready looked at his spaghetti carefully. He picked up a small amount with his fork. One long noodle refused to stay on it. He tried again. The noodle swung through the air, and a drop of tomato sauce landed directly on his shirt. Bready stopped moving. Emma pressed her lips together, trying not to laugh. Bready looked at the red spot, then at Emma. "Please laugh," he said. "It will make this less painful." Emma could not hold it in anymore. Emma laughed, and Bready laughed with her. He grabbed a napkin and tried to clean the red spot, but the napkin only spread the sauce and made the spot bigger. "Great," he said. "Now, it looks like modern art." Emma laughed again. Bready began to relax. Maybe being embarrassed was not the end of the world. He took another bite, much more carefully this time. Emma told him the shirt looked better with a little color. Bready decided that was the nicest possible way to say it. Just when things were getting better, Bready's phone rang loudly. The sound surprised him. He reached for it too quickly and hit another glass with his elbow. The glass fell onto the floor with a loud crash. Several people turned around. Bready closed his eyes. First, the water. Then the spaghetti. Now this. "This is terrible," he whispered. A waiter came over to help. Bready apologized again and again. He was sure the whole restaurant would remember him forever. Bready put his phone away and looked at Emma. "I'm sorry," he said. "I wanted everything tonight to be perfect. I thought if I said the right things and did the right things, you would like me, but I think I made everything worse." Emma was quiet for a moment. Then she smiled. "Can I tell you something? I was nervous too. I changed my clothes 3 times before I came here, and I don't need perfect. I just wanted to meet you." Bready finally felt safe enough to be honest. Bready looked at her. "Really?" he asked. Emma nodded. "Really?" After that, the date felt different. Bready stopped trying so hard. He told Emma about the time he put his wallet in the freezer by mistake. Emma laughed so hard that she almost dropped her fork. Bready laughed too. Then Emma told him about sending a work message to the wrong person. For the first time that evening, Bready was not planning his next sentence. He was simply enjoying the conversation. After dinner, Bready and Emma walked outside together. The street was quiet, and the air was cool. Then, one drop of rain landed on Bready's head. A second later, it started raining hard. Neither of them had an umbrella. They ran to the front of a small shop and stood under the roof. Bready looked at his wet shoes and stained shirt. "Perfect evening," he said. Emma smiled. "Actually, kind of." They stood there talking until the rain became lighter. Neither of them seemed ready to leave yet. At the corner, Emma said, "Thanks for tonight. I had fun." Bready smiled, but he was not sure if she was just being polite. They said goodbye, and he walked home thinking about every mistake. Later, he dropped onto his sofa. "Well, I will never see her again." Then his phone made a sound. Emma had sent a message. "I had a really good time tonight. Would you like to have coffee again?" Bready stared at the screen. Then he smiled. "Wait, she wants to see me again."